Welcome to the one you love to hate. Let's talk about this woman and why you shouldn't support her cause. This is Barbara Gomes Marques May, a 38-year-old Brazilian filmmaker who was supposedly tricked into being detained when she appeared for a scheduled green card appointment. To garner sympathy, mainstream media is focused on how she was tricked into being detained and the subsequent treatment while being detained. None of the mainstream media have focused on why she is being detained or facing deportation, so that is what I am going to do, focus on the root cause of why Barbara was being detained and facing the possibility of deportation. Another lie that mainstream media and social media are feeding the public is that Barbara followed the law. No, she did not. If she did, she would not be in this situation. Barbara entered the United States legally on a B2 tourist visa. She was supposed to have stayed until September 14, 2018. Barbara took it upon herself to overstay her due by 7 years. Barbara had due process, she just never complied. You see, Barbara was sent a notice to appear in court on November 21, 2019 to explain her unlawful presence in the United States. She failed to appear to explain her situation, and so the judge issued a final order of removal. In April 2025, Barbara married U.S. citizen Tucker May. They then applied for her green card. It was at her green card interview that Barbara was detained. The general norm is for overstayers who marry U.S. citizens to be forgiven. I think all overstayers should be deported immediately. It is unfair to the legal immigrants who followed the proper process. Overstayers like Barbara are cheaters who shortcut the legal process. You see, when you enter the United States on a tourist visa, there is little, if any, vetting, just assurance by the visitor that they will return home. Obviously Barbara lied, because she didn't return home. In fact, she was bravely, or rather stupidly, making public appearances as a filmmaker, knowing that she was unlawfully present in the country. Proper legal immigrants that enter on a marriage or fiancé visa have to apply from their home countries. They have to undergo intensive vetting that includes a ton of entangled red tape, high costs, being poked and prodded, and administrative frustration. They have to prove that they are not a threat to the U.S. nation. They have to wait years to get approved. While waiting, they can't travel because they have to surrender their passports to the U.S. embassy in their country until their application is fully processed. Most leftists are ignorant of the proper legal process and therefore foolishly believe that Barbara is a victim. No, Barbara is a scammer who cheated the system. Barbara was not given grace like other overstayers because she had already passed the point of no return long before she even married. Her husband claims that they were not aware of the notice in 2019 to appear in court and never received it. That is a pathetic and feeble excuse. The onus is on you to notify USCIS of your change of address. In fact, you are supposed to do it within 10 days of moving. There are repercussions for a willful and unreasonable failure to do so. If she didn't notify them, she could have still logged into her online account to retrieve any notices that would have been uploaded for her attention. The onus was on her to ensure that USCIS had the correct address. Barbara took the risk when she chose to be negligent. Why does the left always defend the wrongdoers like Barbara? Why is there never any support for the actual legal immigrants who, unlike Barbara, don't cheat the process?